Hey everybody, it's Danny. Welcome to the greenhouse. Welcome if you're new, happy to have you. So we're gonna dive right into it. Let me say before I start, if this does not apply to you, kudos, okay? And you'll understand what I mean. I'm gonna talk to you guys about a huge misconception that was told to me when I first started growing orchids. And most people start out with their orchid addiction with Phalaenopsis orchids. And most people are told this big misconception, as I was told also. I was told Phalaenopsis make great house plants. Phalaenopsis make perfect house plants. No, not for me, you guys, not for me. And I know there are a lot of people out there that say, why don't my phals rebloom for me? I brought it home, the flowers have faded, and I have not been able to ever get this to rebloom. And I was one of those people. But in the back of my head, it was still Phalaenopsis make great house plants. So I didn't understand. So the first thing is, your Phalaenopsis need a temperature drop at nighttime to promote a flower spike. A temperature drop by 10 degrees at least for 3 or 4 weeks. And I don't know not one person personally that drops their thermostat at nighttime by 10 to 12 degrees. Our houses stay at a steady temperature. So you're not gonna get reblooms. Now they make perfect house plants if you want to have a plant where you just look at the foliage all day. But that's not me. So I was getting so discouraged because I couldn't understand why. I'm dropping my thermostat by a few degrees every night. Why don't they rebloom? I'm giving them enough light. Why aren't they reblooming? Now, like I said, if this does not apply to you and you've gotten your phals to rebloom, kudos to you. Because me, that wasn't me, and I was getting very discouraged. And then I got a greenhouse. And the greenhouse gets up to 100 degrees in here during the day. And then at nighttime, the temperature drops by 10, 15, 20 degrees. And I've got blooms coming out of my ears. Yes. So I'm here to tell you, if you're watching this and you are a beginner orchid grower, especially a Phalaenopsis, and you are discouraged because everybody you've heard from everywhere, every corner of the world, Phalaenopsis are great house plants, and you just can't understand what you're doing wrong, it's because Phalaenopsis aren't great house plants. That's just it. They're not great house plants. They love the heat of this greenhouse. They love it. They are thriving in the heat of this greenhouse. They are loving those temperature drops every night. They're even doing okay with horrible humidity sometimes. Look at that humidity. Can you see that? Yeah. But even with that horrible humidity, that high light and those high temperature drops, these things are blooming. Look at this ugly thing. Horrible condition. But it's just gonna be blooming its little heart out. Same with this one. Look at that. So please, like I said, if you're watching this and you are a beginner Phalaenopsis orchid grower and you're not getting them to rebloom inside your house, it's because they don't make great house plants, you guys. They don't. And please know, I am not talking about every single person. If you have been watching this and you're like, well, I don't know what she's talking about, my phals bloom fantastic in my home. Kudos to you. kudos, because I needed a greenhouse to get my phals to rebloom for me. But so just don't get discouraged. Keep at it. Maybe adjust some things, give them some higher light, you know, during the fall when that temperature is dropping. Set them outside if you want to. I did that with my zygos. It worked for my zygos. So just play around with this hobby and don't get discouraged, okay? All right, happy growing, everybody. Till next time.